between the Green Bay Packers and the Indianapolis Colts.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up. Ready, ready. 10 Tucson. 80 weapon. 80 weapon. Good shot, baby. That's a baby shot. Ready, go.
Throwing on first down. Love. Campbell making the catch. 20, 10, for touchdown, Indianapolis. Harris Campbell, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Here we go. 60 outlaw.
Pick it up, kid. Check it out, check it out. Slam.
Hey, Sam off. Keep grip.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Come on, QB, come on. 58, right over there. Yeah.
Hurry, fight.
From the gun, Patterson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. On 3rd down, a run from Breida. Finding room at the 30. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
They'll go with Jones. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Love. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Reggie Ragland. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Cut. Look at me. Zipper. Hard.
On first down, Patterson. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. On second down, a run with Breida. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
General West. Rock it. Check.
Off play action. Patterson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Recon, 132 play.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this will be caught at the 30. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A huge play that time for the Colts. 63 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation.
Check safety. Check 37. Check 37. Check 50. Gone. Go.
Now Taylor. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. They run with Breida. He'll have a first down past the 40. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Packers. Matt Breida with touchdown number 12 on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future as they nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Second and 15. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
44, Mike, 44. I'm coming. See it. He's coming.
Operating from the gun. Love. He's going to float this one deep right side. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That's pulled in at the 32.
Let's go. Let's do it.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Call it no gain on the dump off, and it's 3rd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. From the gun, Patterson. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 14 yards, good for a Packer 1st down.
60 or.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
On 1st and 10, Patterson looking deep for Adams. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Go. 22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers.
Back to the air on second down. Patterson. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him.
Touchdown, Packers! From 17 yards out, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point splits the uprights. These two teams all tied after one. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Love. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half, and you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. He's brought down there by Kenny Moore.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. And Lobo.
It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Get ready.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Patterson. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. The end result, 21 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Patterson, he's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jay Sternberger, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Packers pick it up. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first down.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Packers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at a third and goal here. Looking to throw. Patterson. And it's a fumble. And the Colts pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Now, we had the fumble last week. Now, here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
Off the play fake. Love. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Switch. Bravo. Ready, go.
From the gun, Love. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Switch gears. Rock it. Let's go.
Breida, he'll try the right side. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Calling no gain there, and it brings forth a third and long. The Packers on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 14.
Squeeze.
Back to throw. Patterson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play there for Indy. 41 yards. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
– 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Check the backer, check the backer. Exit.
2nd and 4. Funchess has it complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 7 yards there and a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
In a sense, I got from it, and I think you did as well. They weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it because getting points is paramount. Doesn't matter what you do otherwise, don't leave the red zone without putting points on the board.
On 2nd down now. It's Taylor, and he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Love. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
What you call a rookie mistake. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
First down, Packers.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field.
Yes. Ready?
Operating from the gun, Patterson. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
64, weak.
A final shot before break. Love. It's caught by Funchess. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback, because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Love under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Preston Smith, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
It's now 3rd down.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. From the gun, Love. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. On 4th down, Love. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And now here is another interception. Read it well, and it's picked. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Watch that.
Go. Put on.
Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. Now the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Go, now. Go. Get it.
Now a give coming right is Breida. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And some room to roam now. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A quick throw out to Adams on the perimeter. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
It's caught here by Adams. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Let's go now. 10-2 stop. Fair.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down to the 28-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Here's Breida. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. They run again with Breida. Inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On first down, here's Breida. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 20-yard line.
Come on, set. 8, read.
Watch the screen.
Go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
This is Breida. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They'll go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, He might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse. How's
8 ounce.
that?
8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the fourth quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the fourth quarter.
Rock it.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Deuce.
Look, squeeze. Big grip.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. They'll toss it to Breida. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Patterson. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning.
And my goodness, another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick, and they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. A try here for the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
28-14.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
Check.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Four to Mike.
Throwing on first down. Love. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Preston Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you've got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
And he's going to go down run again. Kenny Clark in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Back to throw. Love. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Yeah, this is where they say, put the game on ours, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Matt Breida, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands.
It got his man complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. Elliott on for the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 17-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
Leo, shoot.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. Oh, now Breida loses it, and the Colts pick it up. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Throwing to start the drive. Love. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And that's complete to Adams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now it's Breida. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Get that quarterback D-line. Get that quarterback D-line.
Now a give to Breida. And he's got room. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Matt Breida, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Off the edge, the sack by Reggie Ragland.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
Wiggles free.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
18 Gator. 55. Hey, Sam off. Switch.
Here's a handoff left side to Breida. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey! Let's go.
On the handoff, this is Breida. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Set up. 15-1. 15-1.
Here we go, D.
Check. Fresno. Hey, zoom. Snap.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's